Good day, everyone. Today, this is Brian, by the way. I'll be going over, the MT4i Trading Simulator. What this lets you do is replay historical data from whichever pair you select. So you can practice, or if it's a Saturday and you're bored and you're working on a new strategy, you can check it out, see how it performs on whichever pair you have available in your MT4 software. It's a pretty straightforward software to use. It comes with an installer package, so you don't even got to drag and drop crap into your experts folder. All you got to do is register. It is a free download. As of yet, I haven't been getting any spam mail from these guys, so that's a good thing too. You register, it gives you a free download. What the download will have, and before we get going past this point, register, download, then close MT4. The rest of it's going to be set up, so we want to make sure MT4 is closed so you don't have any issues. When you download it, what you're going to get is first the training simulator setup and the little PDF instruction manual, which hopefully you won't need because I'm going to cover how to do this thing for you. Okay, so the first step you have, MT4 is closed. Let's open up the trading simulator setup. Okay, so pretty straightforward here. If you do not see your MetaTrader listed in here in the install directory, it has a Find MetaTrader button, and it'll let you point to where your install is. If you do see it, you just simply select where it is. I'm going to use MyOwanda install for this one. Click install, and it's going to take maybe a second. There we go, it's set up. Next step, you want to go ahead and open up your MT4 software. Pretty simple so far. Once your software is open, our next step, we're going to go up to the top where it says Strategy Tester, the little magnifying glass thingy there beside New Order. Let's click it. That's going to open up your Strategy Tester. So what we have is your Strategy Tester. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Expert Advisor, drop-down menu. We're going to look for MT4i Trading Simulator. Once you've selected it, go down one line, symbol. That's which symbol you want to test out or which symbol you want to practice on, see how your strategy works or how you trade on that pair. To the right of that, we have period. Pretty self-explanatory there. 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, whatever you want to practice on. So if your system's designed on a 5-minute chart or you are wanting to practice on 5-minute charts, you'll pick 5-minute model. We want to do every tick. That gives us the most accurate representation of how the market was that day. There's a few other settings, but they're not nearly as accurate. We get jumpy, choppy candlestick movement. For spread, we can ignore that. That does not come into play at all when we're using or trading binary options. The next thing we have is use date. Use date lets you select the date range that you want to test. For instance, let's say I wanted to test Thursday, August 22nd, up to Friday midnight. Basically, all of Thursday is what we're looking to test. So it starts off at 12 a.m. on the 22nd, and it's going to run till 12 a.m. on the 23rd. Nothing else. Optimization, we do not want to check. Leave it blank. Visual mode, we do want to have that checked because you want to be able to see the chart on your screen. This little button, this one, and this one, we'll skip for now. So you're all set up. So just to review, Expert Advisor, make sure the MT4i Trading Simulator is loaded. Make sure the period that you want to practice on is loaded. Load up the pair you want to trade. All the pairs, whatever your MT4 has, they're available in there. So if you want to practice Euro, cable, whatever, today we're going to do gold versus US dollar. Spread, ignore. Use the date. This will be the date range you want to select. Just a note, if you do 8:22 to 8:22, it'll run no data at all because it's going to think 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. If you want to run a 24-hour period, you need to select the next day, so that's when it will stop. And visual mode, of course, is going to be on. Our next step, down at the bottom, we're going to click on Start. When you click on Start, what will happen is a bare bones chart will pop up, and if this is your first time using the simulator, up at the top where it says Simulator Paused, you're going to want to enter your username and password that you set up during registration. Once you've done that, it'll log in and it'll say Simulator Paused like this. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, you can either manually build how you want to test. So for instance, you want to see how MACD looks on this when the thing's running. Just drag your indicator on there. Pretty simple. It's just like you're on a live chart now. It's just we haven't started that live chart up yet. So let's go ahead and remove that. If you have a certain template you want to try out, For instance, I'll load up one of my templates. Let's do this one. So now my template's loaded up. We're ready to go. So the next thing we do, we don't want to click the start stop button again. We want to come over to visual mode, and it has a little button here. It's kind of like your VCR, DVD player, Blu-ray, however fancy you are today. Let's go ahead and close the navigator window. Once this thing's running, you want your chart set up exactly as you want because it is a little memory intensive. So if you don't want the navigator window, close it, anything else. You can go in before you do it, edit anything on the chart you need, just like normal. Just make sure everything's set up for you before you get the thing going. Okay, so our next step, we're going to go down to visual mode, and we click the play button. As you can see, the chart starts moving. So this is 21 August. On a 5-minute candle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, already a few minutes in. So it's rerunning that day for you. You can trade your system that way. The little slide bar, let's say you're like, oh God, I'm never awake during this time, so let's fast forward. You'll take the little slide bar and you just move it up. The speed of the chart then increases. It's a pretty simple program to use, not that difficult. If you have any questions on it, I'm on the forums. You can just go ahead and post them up. It works great on any pair. I use it on Saturdays when I'm bored, and I also use it as a strategy tester to pick out my strategies. Again, if you have any questions, hit me up. It's a great program to use, especially for people who are learning to trade, as it can let you replay, or if you don't have time to sit in front of a computer all day, it will let you practice the market. And y'all have a great day.